Hello everyone, we are back in Tutorial Zoo, and as you can see, those people are trying to catch a glimpse of our hippopotamus. But let's be honest, from this point it's pretty bad. So we're gonna pause the game and we're gonna play with the paths today and create some nice viewing points for our guests. Now the path system is well, pretty hated by some members, and I've seen bunch of people turned off by it pretty quickly. I actually think there's some magic to it, and today I would like to share some of that magic with you. So if we open the paths, there are three types of them. The general path is usable by everyone. The queues are only for the transportation systems, and staff path is just for staff, so your guests won't ever go on a staff path, which is usable if you want to connect the backside. Now there are various types of path in terms of the texture. Just keep in mind that with the texture go a certain railing. So if we select the railing and we do different path nibbles, you can see that the railing changes with every nibble you made, and with different textures goes different railings. I think the Frontier did a pretty good job of mixing up, so just keep that in mind if you're going for some elevated paths where you might use the railing. When placing a path, there are two very basic styles of placing them. One is obviously just put down selected length and selected width of the path. So for example, we go with 6 meters and you can drag it anywhere you want. The length is also optional, but remember there's the angle snap kind of thing which allows you to create certain angles. It can snap to, for example, 30 degrees, and that allows your paths to be better aligned with, for example, if you like to have your habitats round or just very boxy shapes. If you are deleting paths, you don't need to right click everything, just hold down the delete and then with left mouse you can drag it and it will all disappear. Opposite, or the second type of path placing mechanic, is the align to grid. When you put one path nibble down, and we will go with length 1, you can align a grid to it, but remember, if you have just one node down, the grid will be aligned with the whole, let's just say, direction of your square of the zoo. And then I can place basically anywhere and it will be aligned to the grid. You can have square edges, that's pretty handy if you are trying to place the path which you will then connect to staff facilities. It's better to align them with the square edges. Now if you want the grid to have a certain angle, you just put the select, you just put the path in this angle and then the grid will be aligned to the direction of your road, which has at least 2 nodes. Once again, you can opt for a different width and the grid size will be defined by the width of your path. If you have various grids in your zoo, I will just put some of them down here to show you. Let's say I want to create like a big plaza in here, and then I will have some gridded paths somewhere else. Now they won't connect pretty well. To do and connect them, you just deselect grid and finish the connections, and then it's kind of a play by error, trial and error. And remember, there's a little trick how you make more smoother edges around the corners. You will just drag your mouse in there and like create a starting point for another path in the corner, and then you will remove that node, and see, it curved pretty nicely. I can do the trick again in here, and also to smooth this side, and it will work magic. If you do it a lot of times, you might get a weird result, so make sure you are prepared to have nice edges from the get-go. Otherwise you might not be able to do it, and see, I got a big plaza which I didn't want, and then it's not easy to go back, because wherever you connect a lot of points together, the plaza will be basically one node, and with the right click I will get rid of it all, and I cannot remove it for as sections anymore. There are some very handy key shortcuts which you can use to create magic with your path. One is the control. If you have two paths and you want to make one more which will go along this path, and you don't want the two paths to snap together, hold Ctrl while placing the path, and it will not snap with any path in the vicinity. So I can now create another path which will go along the current one. If I don't hold the Ctrl, I can then finish the connections like this, and I will have two separate paths going along each other pretty nicely. Another very handy shortcut is Shift. If you hold Shift, you can change the elevation of your path. So I click holding the Shift, and I have created an elevated path which will hold its height. If you want to create stairs from your elevated path, either via autoconnect, but the slope might not be what you are really looking for, so hold your left mouse and drag the path up or down, or use the shortcuts such as U to up or J to down. You can even change the step length for your paths going up and down, and it's in the bottom right corner, the very much last one, the second to last one. And you can change this to for example 50 centimeters, so it's a half meter. So you can do these steps, and if you turn on curve slopes, you can even curve it like this to a very weird angles. Whatever you wish to do, you can do so. Even though it's terrible to work on this, but anyway. Now let's show you some tricks. Alright, if you want to create perfect round shapes, you just create one node of length 1, whatever width you want, and create a path of length 2. Then, even with angle snap turned off, just go maximum angle, do it again, and then connect it together, and you have perfect round shape created from the 4 separate path nibbles. From here you can make a connection like this. You can do this even while elevated, so I will just go with the Control and then Shift, holding them. I raise the path and I create the same magic once again to create this perfect round shape. Then I go J to go lower. We will turn angle snap on, so now we have perfectly straight and yeah, perfectly straight path. Then you can connect it all up, and you have like 2 viewing points on a different elevation. You can even connect them together, maybe, I don't know. No, they are too close to each other. But remember that the auto connect is your best friend. So for example, if I would create, holding Control, a path here, and I want to connect those two, there's no better thing than to make the auto connect work its magic. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it, even though it's a little bit tricky sometimes. Yes, this is it. The auto connect work basically I will just create a crossing from here, and the autoconnect will automatically try to select the best option for us. So that's a little trick. If you, for example, want to create pretty smooth slope, you will create the two different paths on a different height. I will go here and there. I will create some elevated path in here, and then I will select a length of 4, and let's just use the auto connect to connect it for us. I will not be doing the slope itself, but the auto connect will connect the 2 points we already have with the ideal slope between the two of them. Now, with all the knowledge we have, I think it's finally time to create some path for our little habitat. We will go with 8-meter one, and let's just start from this side. I will create a nibble of a path which is a little bit of above the ground, just a little bit, holding the shift down. And that's it. Now I will tap the shift, which should then align your path to the ground. If you have, for example, elevated path, tap your shift and it will align to the ground. Now I will create, holding the control, one more nibble in here to the bottom, and you know what, we can even continue this way out of that hole we created for our hippo underwater viewing, and that's pretty much enough. And now I will try to make the auto connect work. Okay, this is not it, so let's, yeah, this is it. The auto connect did all the magic, and we have like a perfect stairs right here. Now for this one I would like to create some sort of a round shape in here, so we would need to go with the lower width. Let's try 5 meters. As you can see, the game tries to snap to the path we have here, so we will hold control and create start the path as close to this barrier as we can. So yeah, this is good, and we will do the round shape just as I have shown you previously. This is perfect. Now we will finish up with 8-meter paths like this. Oh, that's gorgeous, that's great. Now let's just do the pretty similar thing just above what we already have. So holding the control and shift, I raise the path I have in my hands to, yeah, I think this is good, and we will create the samey magic round shape in here. Oh, that's great. And then let's create a walkway. Let's use the angle snap so we have it perfectly straight. One more here, and now let's try to bring it down. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Change to block path, and we can go, oh, okay, let's work the auto connect magic, and then let's follow this one this way. Yes, perfect, that is perfect. And now I think I would like to have some sort of a connection point this way. One nibble here, angle snap to have it straight, and then let's try to go down. Oh, that's perfect, see? And even I think I have a perfect height for that, but usually when you have an elevated path and you choose to go down, it will just end up at the level of the ground. So that works for me. And then bam, change to block path here, and you know what, I think our guests might fall down into water, and we cannot certainly allow that. So let's choose railing of the elevated and change the path to the one with the railing in here. And even for the stairs, yes, and for these stairs as well. That looks awesome. And then let's make one more viewing platform in here. For this one I will select a different texture. Let's just go with the lodge wood horizontal. Okay, and once again I hold down Ctrl and Shift. I will erase the path and create selecting the angle snap. I will create sort of a roundish elevated platform in here. Then I hold Ctrl and I will create the path just around this one and around the whole habitat and the perimeter of our awesome water feature. And this one will go auto connect again. Yes, that's perfect. And deselecting the grid, I think I can create connection in here. Can I? Oh, maybe I will try to lower the size. I would like this to work. Okay, I think yes, it works. 1 and then 2. Okay, this is good. This is pretty good. What do you guys think? Maybe I will change this parquet path to something more suitable for the ground, like logs. That looks good. Yes, logs are perfect. That's it. We have paths done for our hippopotamus and bonobo habitat, and we can progress towards the next tutorial, which is going to be on, well, wait for it. Goodbye, guys.